Okay, we're going to take a driving tour of the reserve at Pagosa Peak. And this is a gated community. It does have paved streets, water, and sewer. So those expenses that you normally might see in other types of property are just not here. So let's get that down. There we go. Okay, here we go. A little driving tour of the reserve at Pagosa Peak. And there's so many pluses about this. This is right next to the National Forest. Literally, you can walk from there, and you have several trails. This trail system in this right there curls all the way back into Coyote Loop, which is in the National Forest. So the reserve sits right next to the National Forest. You're going to see that today as well. We drive along here, but lots of lots out here. Development is still going on. That's going to be my new listing right there. That's 238 Dillon. That's going to be on there. That's a split level, about 2,900 square feet, 4 beds, 4 baths. It's a beautiful property. It's just on an acre. If you want to know more about that, hit me up. And then we're just going to head up here into the back part of the subdivision. Lucas Boulevard. We just come off of Dillon. Lucas Boulevard goes straight back. It feels like you're driving right into Pagosa Peak, which makes it pretty cool. But the jogging and walking paths through here are second to none. It's about 5-6 miles north of town. 10 minutes back. That's North Pagosa in the foreground there. And like I said, this entire development backs up to the National Forest. And you got Turkey Springs, you have Coyote Loop for hiking, and my personal favorite, cross-country skiing. And they groom, the National Forest grooms that trail like once a week, and it's crazy good. It's usually on Thursdays, so I usually always make sure I got out here like Thursday. But if there's a heavy snow of 6 inches or more, they'll track it again. So they do a good job doing that for us. And it's wonderful. But all these properties here to the right back up. Literally, their neighbor is a National Forest. So your neighbors are bears, occasionally a mountain lion, and elk. See, there's still some new constructions going up. I think the reserve is probably one of the best kept secrets. I guess the least known best kept secret in Archuleta County because of its proximity to the mountains, the National Forest, and the town, and it's paved roads with water and sewer and gated. I mean, that's on par with the ridge in town. That would be about as close a comparison as you could get. The ridge is pretty amazing as well. But this, if you want to be out away from town a little bit, from the hustle and bustle of all the tourists, people like you before you bought, and like me, I'm the same way. But if you want to get away from them, you're going to want to be in some place like Reserve at Pagosa Peak. And this road switched back all the way back around, and had a beautiful drive. This is my workplace. Don't you feel sorry for me? Okay, that was Clint Circle. Then we're back on to Lucas, and going to head on. There's another, off to our right on the other side of that ridge is another enclave of houses, a street that runs back there. And I'm going to point out some of my favorite lots. And then one gigantic log home. I think it's like 6,600 square feet. Backs up to the National Forest. It's amazing. All right. And then we're turning on, we're going to go into Santino. That's Chase down there to the left, and it's kind of in the lower bottomland area. Not my favorite street. I wouldn't recommend it. But Santino, that's different. And we're driving around now, and that building you can see off in the distance. Well, you'll see it again. That over there, that is the clubhouse or the guest house and playground that's available. 2 members only at a special night, special guest owner's rate, and only available to owners for their guests. And there's lots on the left and right. There's a ridge on the left, and then there's another ridge on the right. And there's lots up and down the street. Santino Place, you can see that's a fairly new build right there on the right. They just finished. That one, it's about 1.5 years, 2 years old. Oh, we got another new one going up here on the left side. Oh, yeah. But the ones on the left are my favorite because they overlook Coyote Loop Park and the community reserve greenbelt space. So these on the left side are the more coveted lots, in my opinion. and worth the extra money. That what you're looking for, that's a 6,000 plus square foot log cabin. I think it's got 4-car garage or something like that. Just a little place to call home. It is incredible. This lot right here, if this is still available, fantastic. It's in between these two houses. And then heading back down. Now, the lots I was talking about are on the right side. And they're the ones that I would recommend the most. And I'm looking for signs, but these things are getting bought up. That house is going to be way cool. Let's see what they do there. I'd have to jump on our local MLS and search more if living out here is for you. But you don't want to build and you want to save time and you want a great place, 238 Dillon. So they have 2 gate entrances here. That one off to the right is the north entrance. The one we came through is the south entrance, and that's North Pagosa Boulevard. Now we're coming right back to where we started. And it is not uncommon to see elk roaming through here and bugling. This community is in their migratory path, so they get first dibs. We're just fortunate to be able to be out there and see them up close and personal like that. No hunting, that's prohibited. So you hunters, you just have to go into the national forest 10 minutes away. Okay, so we're back to 238 Dillon. Hope you enjoyed.